I'm sorry. Mr. Murray's listening to an audition and can't be disturbed. Will you leave a message? Thank you. Here they come again.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, honey. Got a lot of color on your left cheek this morning. Just a little something to remember us by.
That's awfully nice of you.
Don't mention it.
Yeah, don't mention it.
How's chances of Mr. Murray listening to the sweetest band in the country this morning?
I'm sorry, but I haven't been able to get you an appointment yet.
Well, couldn't you sneak us in between some of his other appointments?
I'd like to. I really would, but Mr. Murray isn't considering anything but a big name band for Sun Valley.
Sun Valley, not so very long ago.
That's Vivian Dawn.
Isn't she wonderful?
Wonderful. Why, she's...
In the snow.
Yeah, wonderful.
And a twinkle in your eye, I remember oh so clearly.
I didn't know her eyes were blue. I always figured they were kind of hazel.
Oh, get her off your mind, will you? He's been dreaming about her for days.
It's the kind of girls I dream about. But you should see the kind I get.
So did
Jimmy, at rehearsals, I asked you on the pickup of the second chorus not to do that.
I'm playing it the way I arranged it, Vivian.
Well, I'm going to sing it the way I sing it.
Well, now, just a minute.
What happened? What happened?
She didn't follow the music.
Oh, it wasn't her fault. The leader crossed her up.
Who do you think they're auditioning, the band or me?
This band is just as... Miss Dawn.
Now try to sing your band.
Oh, Miss Dawn.
Yes?
I just want to tell you I think you're exactly right. Any leader that would do that deserves to be walked out on.
Well, thank you.
May I help you on with the coat?
Miss Dawn, I'm terribly sorry that this happened.
I'm sure it wasn't intentional.
What do you mean it wasn't intentional? If the leader had put his foot out and tripped, he couldn't have done it more deliberately.
I beg your pardon?
Who are you?
He don't know us. Are you kidding? How are you? Meet the boys. This is Ted Scott, Phil Corey, and the Dartmouth Troubadours. I'm their publicity manager, Jerome K. Allen. How do you do?
How do you do? Miss Dawn, won't you continue your audition?
I wouldn't sing another note with Jimmy Norton's band if... Not even if... Can you play It Happened in Sun Valley?
I can get a copy in 10 minutes.
No, never mind. What music have you?
Everything from the Anvil Chorus to Beat Me Daddy.
Take a look at this, Miss Dawn. I know your style, and that's right up your alley. I mean, it's your type.
If Mr. Murray would like to continue my audition with this band, I'm ready.
By all means, Miss Dawn.
the springtime is due, and even though it's snowing, violets are growing. I know why, and so do you. Why do breezes sigh gypsy violins. When you dance with me, I'm in heaven when the music begins. I can see the sun when it's raining, hiding every cloud from my view. And why do I see rainbows when you're in my arms? I know why, and so do you.
When you smile at me, I hear gypsy violins. When you dance with me, I'm in heaven when the music begins.
I can see the sun when it's raining, hiding every cloud from my view. And why do I see rainbows when you're in my arms? I know why, and so do you. I know why, and so do you.
Thank you, Miss Dawn. Very good.
Thank you.
I want to talk to you a minute.
That's a grand arrangement. Who did it?
Well, modestly, I did. But it never sounded as well as it did when you sang it.
Modestly, thank you.
Make a deal with Miss Dawn.
What about the band?
As a matter of fact, it's okay. As long as we have her, we don't have to worry about a name.
Thank you, Mr. Murray.
Mr. Murray, thank you very much. You couldn't have made a better decision. You know, it's men like you that make this country what it is today. When do we open?
Christmas Eve. But you better have your band at Sun Valley a week or so before that.
Christmas Eve, that's 5 weeks from today.
That's right.
Mr. Murray, if this deal wasn't all set and we didn't understand each other and you weren't entirely satisfied, you know, in a strictly professional way, how about $500 advance?
Oh, you're a little short, huh?
Ah, no, money means nothing to me. Money's the last thing I think of before I go to bed. We've been doing pretty good lately. We're well heeled.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Carl Miranda's closing at the Lido Terrace. I'll book you in there until it's time to leave for Sun Valley. That is, if Miss Dawn is agreeable.
She's agreeable.
The Persian room at 4?
Well, isn't that a little early? We'd be the only ones there.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Bye.
Bye.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Murray. You'll never regret it. Oh, boy, are we sitting pretty. We got the world by the tail. There, honey, get yourself a Hershey bar. With almonds. We made it. We're all set. We open next week at the Lido Terrace. Lido Terrace. Man, we can eat again. Cigarettes on me, boys. Did I ever let you down? Nifty Allen. Never let you down.
Is there a fellow named Ted Scott around here?
Why, yes. Who's calling?
Uncle Sam.
Lido Terrace, Sun Valley, and who knows, right to the top.
Great work, Nifty.
Oh, Mr. Allen, will you come here a minute?
Yeah, honey.
There's a man here to see Ted Scott, Uncle Sam.
Well, well, I'm glad to see you. Any relative of Teddy's is a friend of mine. Come right in.
I've had a hard job locating you fellas.
Well, you found us at the right time. We just closed a very big deal.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you're working.
You? Me too. Hey, Ted, look who's here. Your Uncle Sam.
I haven't any Uncle Sam.
We all have an Uncle Sam.
Oh. Did you forget to register for the draft?
Of course not.
Well, it couldn't be the income tax because we didn't have it.
This is for you, Mr. Scott.
That's a Payne server.
Goodbye.
If you had your life to live over again, don't do it. I knew it. It's that dame from Brooklyn. She must have believed you.
Open it. Here, you open it.
It's from the immigration department. Says they're giving you a refugee.
A what?
A refugee.
A refugee, a little baby.
Mm-hmm. That publicity stunt you cooked up for us 6 months ago.
Yeah, wasn't that a great idea? It was a nifty. Almost got us a job. Remember the play Winchell gave it? Half his column. Dartmouth troubadours to adopt a little refugee tot.
It arrives the 10th on the George Washington.
Well, what are we going to do with it?
Don't look at me. You signed the application.
Yeah, you
That's
did.
right, man.
Hey, Nix, wait a second, fellas. Just because I'm the only guy in the crowd that happened to have a fountain pen, you're not going to shove this off on me. Besides, we don't need the publicity. We've got a job. We'll tell them we don't want the baby.
You can't. You're responsible. Says so right here.
All right, then. We'll find it a place to live, and we'll all chip in and pay its board.
Oh, wait a minute. What did Winchell say? He gave us a big build-up about being warm-hearted and generous and sharing our laughter and tears with a little refugee. What'll he say if he finds out we tied a can to it? And you can't keep a guy like that from knowing, not even when you're going to have a baby, no less after you got one. Figure it out.
You figure it out.
Didn't you tell me you wanted to be a father?
Yeah, but I want to do it my way.
Number 23.
23? That's us, dear.
You wait here, honey.
Yes.
Number 23, officer.
Cute little kid, isn't he?
Right here, sir.
He's bashful.
Hello, Sonny.
Good dog.
Welcome to America.
Ah, this is great. There's nothing pulls publicity like a baby or a dog. Look at that.
Betty Jean, this is your new little brother, Charles.
Hello.
Isn't he sweet?
You gotta admit that that's pretty cute.
Number 36.
Where's the paper? We gotta watch those numbers. Suppose he called our number and we muffed it. That would be... What number did he say?
Number 36.
Bingo! That's it. Come on, boys. Get ready with the introduction. Get ready. Come on, you guys. Get the camera set. Come on, come on. Here, officer number 36. Where is it?
Right here.
There's something wrong. That must be her chest measurements.
Here, give me that. Look, I said I'd take a child. I didn't say I'd take a... Well, she's too big for her age.
Is that your signature?
Well, sure, but
she's a refugee like the rest. And right here, you guarantee that you'll take good care of her and that she'll not become a public charge. She's your responsibility now, mister. Young lady, this gentleman is your sponsor.
How are you?
How do you do?
Hold it. Let's see more of your face, Scott.
That's the way we greet our friends in Norway.
What a country. My name is Allen, Jerome K. Allen. Welcome to America.
Come over here.
How do you do, Mr. Allen?
Number 41.
Now, let's get this kind of straightened
I
out.
have something to say to you. I am so happy to be here. Words cannot express how much I appreciate your kind and noble act. I studied English in Oslo. Your noble act of being sponsored to me, a homeless refugee. I should always try to repay your kindness. I thank you.
Oh, that was beautiful. You know...
Now, look, Miss...
Can Benson.
Thank you. You didn't get your number mixed up or anything, did you?
Number mixed? Oh, no. Why?
Well, you see, I was expecting kind of a... Well, sort of a... about that size.
Oh, I see. But the refugees' numbers are selected as the applications come in. You never know who you get. You got me. Don't you like me?
Oh, no, it's not that.
Oh, sure, we're crazy about you. We got the nursery all set with dolls and prunes and spinach and diaper. What am I saying?
Grab our bags, Nifty, and let's get out of here.
Well, did you have a nice trip over from Sweden?
Yes, from Norway.
Pardon me, I keep forgetting. That's the Empire State Building.
You're very young to have a wife and 3 children.
Where in the world did you get that idea?
Haven't you?
Well, not yet.
Oh, then you're single. Perhaps it'd be a burden for you to have one more mouth to feed.
No, nothing to worry about.
Oh, then you're rich.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but...
I'm glad you are, because with so many relatives living in your house, you need to have a lot of money.
Relatives? I haven't any relatives.
Then it won't be any trouble to keep house just for you and me.
Look,
Well, I'm a good housekeeper. I can cook and sew and darn socks and everything, you know.
Wait a minute. Would you take it easy? Air raid.
Oh. Is this my room?
Yeah, but I'll have all this stuff taken out.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, hello. How are you?
How do you do, Mr. Scott? Where's the little refugee?
Well,
I am the little refugee.
well, you see how it is.
I most certainly do. And if you think I'll be a party to any such arrangement as this, you're mistaken.
What's the matter with her?
Nothing. Make yourself at home.
It's going to be very pleasant for us to eat together.
Only one of us. I live upstairs.
Why?
Well, I...
Goodbye.
Now, look, Karen, we have to think about your future, what you're going to do, and make plans for you.
Oh, I have plans made already.
You have? That's fine. What are they?
I'm going to find a man I like and get married. Isn't that what every girl should do?
Well, sure, but... Well, what I meant was... Well, what did you do in Sweden? I mean, in Norway.
Look for a man. Only I didn't find anyone I liked.
Well, didn't you ever think of doing something like pounding a typewriter or working in a beauty salon?
No. My father was a schoolmaster. I kept house for him. I'm a very good cook, you know. But when the war came, first I lost my father, and then I lost my house.
Oh, that's too bad.
Do you want me to learn something like beating a typewriter
No, I'm
or
sorry.
anything?
Skip it, forget it. Look, I have to run along now. We're playing an engagement with Lido Terrace downstairs, and I don't want to be late. So long. If you want anything, just call on the phone and charge it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'll see you later.
Goodbye. you were wonderful.
Well, thanks, but how did you get in here?
I just told the man at the door that I was living with you. So you brought me here. That's all. Anything wrong?
No, nothing. Have you had your dinner?
Yes, but I could hear you playing up there, and I just had to see you now because I made up my mind.
You have?
And nothing will ever change it. I found him.
Found who?
The man I'm going to marry.
Already? Oh, gee, that's wonderful. I'm sure you'll be very happy.
Oh, you'll be too. You'll make a wonderful husband.
Thanks, What?
It's you.
Me? Now, wait a minute.
Oh, I was sure of it when I first saw you. And just now when you played, I knew I was right.
Listen, honey, I
said to myself, you owe him so much. He's been so wonderful to you. That's how you can repay him.
That's a very nice thought, but you don't have to carry it that far. Maybe in Norway they get married to pay off the mortgage or something, but here it's different. You get married because you want to... Well, because you're in love.
I am in love.
Look, let's get this straight. You're a very sweet kid, but you just imagine you're in love with me, and besides, I have a girl.
Only one?
Only one, and I happen to be very fond of her.
But you're not married yet.
No, but I...
Then there's always time for you to change your mind. Well, hello.
Oh, hello, Vivian. This is Karen Benson, the young lady I was telling you about, Miss Dawn.
How do you do?
I'm delighted. I'm so glad Ted brought you down for a visit tonight. Why, Ted, she's much prettier than she looked in that newspaper picture of you greeting her.
Sit down, dear.
Thank you.
I suppose I'll be one more to ask you that original question. How do you like New York?
I think I could like it very much.
Oh, she will. She hasn't had a chance to see anything much yet, just the ride uptown in the taxi.
Oh, well, you'll have to do something about that, Ted. I have an idea you'll be quite popular with your men friends having such an attractive young sightseer in tow. Perhaps I should go along to protect Karen.
I don't need protection, thank you.
Oh, are you going to keep Ted all to yourself?
Oh, Karen hasn't begun to think of such things yet.
Oh, yes, I have.
Karen, you must be awfully tired. You know, it's a long, tough trip from Sweden. I mean, from Norway.
Oh, I'm not tired at all.
Of course she is, and I won't let him send you to bed. She doesn't want to miss all this pretty music, do you, Karen? Come on, Ted, that's our cue. When I come back, we'll really get acquainted.
Ted, does she know how to cook?
Here, honey, from me to you.
Thanks, they're lovely. Won't you come in?
Honey, how you like America by now? Nice town, isn't it?
Oh, no, I'm okay.
What happened? What happened?
Could you please get me that vase over there?
Why don't you say so? Beautiful, ain't they?
Have you seen Ted? Where is he?
Well, he has a lot of packing to do. You know, the band's pulling out of here tonight, but I'm going to take you over to Weehawken to meet my Aunt Rosie.
Ted is packing? Where are we going?
Well, you're going over to Weehawken to live with my Aunt Rosie while we're out of town. Boy, you love her. She's got the nicest place. She's the sweetest woman, honest.
You mean I'm not going with Ted?
Now, what would you do up in Sun Valley where the temperature's 106 below zero and it snows up to your neck?
Snow? Is it like that?
Every day, except when there's a blizzard, then it's worse. If it wasn't my absolute duty, I wouldn't go up there.
Ted doesn't like snow either, does he?
Are you kidding? He has Eskimo blood. The way he shoots around on those turned-up bed slats, you think they were roller skates. Up and down the mountain.
And Miss Dawn, she likes to ski too?
Her? You couldn't get her near an electric icebox.
Then Ted would like to have me along. I'm very good at skiing and skating, and he'll want someone along for company.
Honey, you don't get the idea. This is not a vacation. This is work. Ted can't have you around with the band. He told me to tell you that... Oh. Why did he have to wish this on me?
Why did he?
Because he can't meet an issue face to face. When a thing has to be done, you gotta look it right in the eye. Right in the... Right... Honey, if it was up to me, you'd be right on that train.
Then why don't you take me?
I would if I could, but
You're the manager, aren't you? Well, making the decision is up to you.
Yeah, but
You are a strong, determined man. If you decide to do anything, you do it, don't you?
Usually, sure.
If you really want to take me.
Want to take you? Honey, the moment I saw you on the dock with those helpless refugees, I said to myself there wasn't anything in the world that you could ask me that I wouldn't do.
What time does the train leave?
11:35.
Oh.
But wait a minute. It's out. It can't be done. Now, wait a minute, honey. There isn't a chance. We couldn't get away with it. Ted wouldn't stand for it. I know Ted. Will you believe... Wait a minute, honey. That's too heavy. You better take this one. We gotta be strong. We gotta have strength. We gotta face the situation. We gotta look it right in the eye.
I am.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, will you listen to me, Karen? Will you be reasonable? I know Ted. He gets mad at the little... Will you... I want to tell you about my Aunt Rosie and Weehawken. I'm going to take you to meet her when you and I come back from Sun Valley. What am I saying?
Miss Dawn, how do you do? Nice to see you. Mr. Corey. Welcome to Sun Valley. What a place. The slaves are waiting right over here. Come on, boys. Climb into those slaves.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah, this is the first time I was ever in one of these things.
See you up at the lodge.
Okay, Mr. Murray.
When that coat has pups, will you give me one?
Don't mind her, boss. She meets all the trains. I think she's been kicked in the head by a pigeon.
Come on. Get me a steam-heated cab with a slow meter.
Yes, sir.
Nifty.
It's all right now, honey. You can come out.
Have you told Ted yet?
Well, not exactly. I've been waiting for just the right time.
Do you think he'd be awfully angry when he finds out?
Angry? Are you kidding? I got him just where he wants me.
Oh, this is wonderful, you know.
Yeah, if there's enough room in this taxi cab for both of us.
Howdy, folks, let's go for a ride. Get your favorite one to sit by your side. Cuddle up in the sleigh, giddy up, Nelly Gray, and away we go. While you listen to the sleigh bells ring, you're yodeling to your baby. You'll feel nice and warm, no matter how cold it may be. Take a look at little Jack and Jill. They ski down a hill, that's a snowplow turn.
And look, there's a spill on the hill.
When you're down, it's a thrill to go up again. Everybody ought to learn to ski, for that is how we first met. We were that Jack and Jill that came down a hill. When I looked at you, my heart took a spill.
Took a spill on a hill, it's a thrill that I can't forget.
It happened in Sun Valley, not so very long ago. There were sunbeams in the snow, and a twinkle in your eye. I remember, oh so clearly, that you nearly passed me by. Then it happened in Sun Valley, when you slipped and fell, and so did I. Slipped and fell, and so did I. Now every year we go back, and then we recall that fall and that moment when we were there on a hill. So we both take a spill, and we're Jack and Jill again.
Pardon me, could you spare 10 cents for the Skiers Aid Society?
Yeah.
Thanks. Say, you know, I go for you.
You do? Haven't you got a boyfriend?
I got 18 boyfriends.
18? All told?
No, one kept his mouth shut.
Hiya, Nifty.
Hiya, Ted. You happy?
Just like a kid who broke a date with the dentist.
Nothing could make you sore, huh?
Not the way I feel.
I'm your pal, and nothing could come between us.
Nothing.
Much. Say, what's this bill up for?
Oh, not a thing, not a thing. What could be wrong in a place like this?
What a day, what a day.
The nights ain't bad either. This is magnificent. Come out here and take a look at the view.
You look at it while I get dressed.
Hey, will you come out here and take a look at this snow? It's as white as,
snow.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, hello, darling. I was just waiting to hear the sound of your voice.
Hey, lay off that phone and come out here, will you? Hey, Ted! Ted!
Pardon me, could you spare 10 cents for the Skiers Aid Society?
Are you kidding? I just gave you 10 cents.
Oh, so you're the fella?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come in. Like it?
Like it? You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
But are those the kind of shoes you're gonna wear? I like the ones that take a good tight clamp at the heel. Gives you better knee pressure.
Imagine that.
Well, come on, let's get started. My skis are downstairs being waxed. Where are yours?
Now, wait a minute. You didn't really think I was going out there sailing over the hills and dales, did you?
Well, that's what you're dressed for, isn't it?
Darling, I've never skied in my life. But I can look the part. And if you just teach me the words, I'll be able to talk a good game.
Well, you're missing a lot of fun. Oh, come on. Let me take you over to the beginner's slope and show you the ropes. After you get the hang of it, you'll be crazy to...
That's right. I'd be crazy. Oh, but I don't want to spoil it for you. Run along and play shoot the chutes. I'll find something else to do.
Oh, you're the swellest girl I ever met.
That's what I think of me, too.
Look, what are we waiting for? Why don't you give in? Say yes and marry me.
Oh, but aren't you afraid we'd spoil a beautiful friendship?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Well, suppose it didn't take. Suppose I got tired of you writing musical arrangements for breakfast, or you just couldn't stand me singing scales for lunch.
It'd be all right by me as long as it was close harmony.
Well, let's practice a little longer.
Till when? Tomorrow?
Oh, don't tempt me. I might surprise you and say yes when you least expect it. Now run along and play.
Well, I hate to.
Oh, yes, I know you do. Goodbye.
Okay. See you at rehearsal.
Oh, gee, honey, you were great.
Nifty, what happened? Where is he?
Well, he didn't see you, honey. He went skiing.
Skiing.
track when you want to pass. Hey, look where you're going. What are you trying to do? Oh, so you want to play games, huh? Well, I'll be... That did it. Why don't you buy your own private mountain? What do you think this is? You should be barred off the runs. You ought to know better than to do crazy stunts like that. Haven't you any sense? Somebody ought to take your skis and lock them up. Well, haven't you anything to say for yourself? Well, I hope you're satisfied. What's the...
Hello.
How did you get here?
Didn't we have a wonderful chase? Let's do it again.
Now, wait a minute. Just a minute.
You're a wonderful skier, you know. You people must have come from Norway.
Mm-hmm, by way of Dublin. I picked it up when I was going to college. Now, suppose you tell me...
I learned it when I was going to kindergarten.
Will you answer my question? How did you get here?
Oh, that?
Yes, that.
Well, Nifty didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh, so that's it.
All he did was to tell me which train to take and lend me the money for the car fare. Tell me where to hide so you wouldn't see me. That's all.
That's... I told that guy definitely that... Say, do you realize the spot you put me in? After all, I'm responsible for you.
Won't it be easier to be responsible for me here than it would be in Weehawken?
Yes, but people might get the idea that... Well, it'd be different if you're a kid, but you're a grown girl.
What can we do about it?
Yeah, that's it. You're here now, and I suppose I'll have to let you stay, but only for a few days, and then you go back to Nifty's aunt. After all, I've got work to do. I can't go skiing around the hills with you. I have to... Good night.
What's the matter?
I forgot about rehearsal.
I bet I'll beat you.
Take another look, Nifty. See if he's coming.
Can't locate the guy. I don't know where he is. Stall for time.
Okay. Chattanooga choo-choo. Run it down again. Let's go. 1, 2.
What you say? Step aside, partner, it's my day. Bend an ear and listen to my version of a really solid Tennessee excursion. Pardon me, boy, is that the Chattanooga choo-choo? Yes, yes, track 29. Boy, you can give me a shine. Can you afford to board Chattanooga choo-choo? I got my fare and just a trifle to spare. You leave the Pennsylvania station about 3:45. Read a magazine and then you're in Baltimore.
Dinner in the diner, nothing could be finer
than to have your ham and eggs in Carolina. When you hear the whistle blowing 8 to the bar, then you know that Tennessee is not very far.
Shovel all the coal in, gotta keep it rolling.
Ooh, ooh, Chattanooga, there you are. There's gonna be a certain party at the station.
Satin and lace,
I used to call Funny Face. She's gonna cry until I tell her that I'll never roam. So Chattanooga choo-choo, won't you choo-choo me home? Chattanooga, Chattanooga, all aboard. Chattanooga, Chattanooga.
ride aboard.
Chattanooga choo-choo,
Won't you choo-choo me home?
Chattanooga choo-choo.
Pardon me, boy.
Yes, yes.
Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo?
That's the Chattanooga choo-choo.
On track 29. 29? Uh-huh. That's on the Tennessee line.
She said the Tennessee line. Jack,
She means that she can't afford. I can't afford to board a Chattanooga choo-choo.
what have you got in there?
I've got my fare.
You say you have?
Uh-huh, but not a nickel to spare.
Well, I do declare.
You leave the Pennsylvania station about a quarter to read a magazine, and then you're in Baltimore.
Dinner in the diner.
Nothing could be finer
than to have your ham and eggs in Carolina.
When you hear the whistle blowing 8 to the bar,
Then you know that Tennessee is not very far.
shall hustle all the gold, it's got to keep it rolling. Whoa, Chattanooga, there you are.
Chattanooga choo-choo, there you are.
Boy, is she burning.
What do you mean burning? You can ski right down the ice on her back. Ted'll be here any minute, honey. You know, a guy can get lost up on one of those mountains. They all look alike.
You don't say.
Sure. In Switzerland, sometimes they have to send out the Alpine snowhounds to find you. Ted might not be back for days. What am I saying?
Who's that with him?
You know, I still can't get over how white that snow is.
It's Karen. How did she get here?
Didn't you know? And you were on the same train with her. Hello, everybody.
So you finally...
Look what I found sliding down the mountain.
Well, if it isn't Karen.
Hey, fellas, look who's here.
I've been here all the time, Harry.
Gosh, honey, I'm sorry I'm late.
Did you have a good time?
Great, the snow was perfect.
Oh, I'm glad you found someone to ski with so unexpectedly.
Yeah, what do you think of that kid following us up here?
What do you think of it?
Come on over and say hello.
Oh, it's wonderful, you know.
Karen.
Hello, Vivian.
Hello, Karen.
Hey, Nifty, what's the idea of all the mystery?
Mystery? What do you mean? Oh, Karen. Well, you had so much on your mind, and I didn't want to say anything. Well, I just couldn't leave her back there without me.
What do you think of that? The great lover himself.
Oh, so romance walked right in on snowshoes, huh? You ought to see her on skis. She could give an avalanche 6 lengths. She's terrific.
So now I suppose I'll never see you except at the piano.
Oh, you'll have to go skiing with us, darling. Karen could teach you in no time. She knows all the tricks, even taught me a few.
Come on, Phil, let's get this rehearsal over with.
Yeah, Ted, if you don't mind. We've only been waiting a couple hours for you, you know.
But I'll bet she can't cook.
Oh.
Come on, let's go.
Wait a minute, will you? Wait a minute.
Now, what's the matter?
I don't know. Something's got hold of my foot.
You're one ski on top of the other.
Oh, that's right.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I got your message, and here I am.
What message?
Aren't you glad you came? It's a wonderful day for skiing.
Yeah. Say, didn't you leave word for me to meet you up here?
I didn't know I was coming up here myself.
It's funny. The clerk at the hotel said that...
It is funny, isn't it? I'll race you to the bottom of the lift.
You'll race who?
Both of you.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on. It's only the bottom of the run.
The bottom, that's the trouble.
Here you go.
Hey, wait! Calling Dr. Kildare, prepare for surgery. I'm snowblind. I'm snowblind.
Hello, Roundhouse? Is Mr. Scott there? Thank you.
Hello, Sun Valley. Just a moment, please.
Hello, Trail Creek Cabin? Is Mr. Scott there? Thank you. I'm sorry, Miss Dawn, I can't locate him.
All right, thanks. Just forget it.
In Sweden and in Norway, they do the cutest dance. When couples sentimentally inclined would really like to find romance.
They're playing a polka.
Sweden and in Norway, when concertinas play, you sing highly, you sing high low, your heart is young and gay.
When you papa and papa, you take her hand and say,
Say, did you ever dance the kiss polka? You can steal a kiss to this polka. She'll be shy when first you try, then by and by she'll say yabba yumpin yiminy. You should always do the kiss polka when there is a lovely moon above. It's a dance that you'll be wild about. You kiss, kiss, kiss till you're all kissed out. It's so much fun when it's done with the one you love.
They can dance the weekend, Vivian.
Sorry, darling, that's not my brand of music.
I can do the polka.
Then you dance with Ted, honey.
All right. Next one, you dear.
Say, did you ever dance the kiss polka? You can steal a kiss to this polka. She'll be shy when first you try, and by she'll say yabba yup and yibbity. You should always do the kiss polka when there is a lovely moon above. It's a dance that you'll be wild about. You kiss, kiss, kiss till you're all kissed out. It's so much fun when it's done with the one you love.
Honey, that was immense. You gotta teach me how to do that pretzel dance.
You'll have to learn it too, Vivian.
Is there any reason why we can't eat?
No, I'll order right away. Waitress,
Yes, sir.
we'll all have a sauerbraten mit Spatzen, cheesecake, and beer. How's that?
Sounds terrible. I'll have a steak.
And waitress, champagne.
Yes, ma'am.
Champagne, whose birthday is it?
In Norway, we only have champagne at festivals or a christening or a wedding.
Darling, you're psychic. I'm going to let you all in on a little secret. I've accepted Ted's proposal. We're getting married.
What a story! I'll telephone Winchell right away. No, after 8 o'clock. It's cheaper.
Well, congratulations. And the sooner you get married, the sooner you'll get your minds back on your work.
Yeah, why don't you tip me off what was going on?
Well, Ted and I have decided to make it a surprise.
And after all, it's up to Vivian to say when.
I want to congratulate you, too. I wish you all the happiness in the world. Till lycka. That means good luck.
Good luck, I hope so. Honey, why don't you give in like Vivian did? We can make it a double wedding, get a cut rate from the preacher, and use the same rice for both of us.
I couldn't without Ted's permission. He's responsible for me, you know.
Well, he won't be responsible for you much longer, dear. Not after you're married. Well, here's to us, Ted.
To us. And to Karen.
And to Phil.
And to Nick.
Gee, that's sweet. And to you, honey.
Excuse me, I don't want to rush you, but anyone planning to use the lift will have to be ready in 20 minutes. They're only running it for one trip.
20 minutes, I'll get indigestion.
Oh, don't rush. It'll take quite a while for the lift to accommodate all these people.
No, it won't. You and Phil and Nifty will have it all to yourselves.
Yeah, but honey, how are you going to get down?
A skier never takes a lift unless he's carried down on a stretcher.
That's right. It's an old Norwegian tradition.
Haven't you had enough skiing for one day and night?
Oh, it isn't that. But everyone would think he was a Sveckling. That means a softie.
There you are. We'll meet you down at the lodge.
Say, you know, it's too bad, honey, I didn't bring my skis along. Because you and I could go shooting around those mountains and take a couple of those flying jumps and...
And you would come down on a stretcher.
Sure, I'd come down. Pass the biscuits, please.
Better keep this around you, honey. That wind's kind of frosty.
Ted, I'm a little worried about you skiing after dark.
Oh, think nothing of it. There's a swell moon out tonight.
That's what I'm worried about. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you at the lodge, Ted.
It's a beautiful night for skiing, isn't it?
I'll say it is.
Ted, will you stop a minute?
What's the matter?
My skis are all iced up. Will you fix them?
Sure. Put your ski up.
When are you going to get married?
I don't know. That's up to Vivian.
Oh, then it won't be long.
Did you hurt yourself?
No,
Well, they're gone right to the bottom.
I'm awfully sorry. I slipped.
Well, now what am I going to do?
Couldn't we have the ski patrol bring you up another pair?
And there's no use giving them a lot of grief. We'll have to use the lift.
It stopped running. Oh, I know. You wait in the cabin up there while I ski down and ask them to start it again.
Well, I guess you'll have to, but be careful.
I will. It won't take me long.
What happened?
My knee. The clamp of one of my skis broke and I fell.
This would have to happen. Did you bang it up much?
It hurts when I walk on it, but I guess it'd be all right if I don't have to use it for a couple of hours.
A couple of hours? In a couple of hours, the moon will be on the other side of the mountain. Then we won't be able to see our way back down the run. Are both your skis outside?
Yes, but
if I could make your clamps fit my shoes...
Oh, you couldn't. Besides, one of my skis is broken.
Oh.
Well, I guess we'll have to stay here all night.
That's great. Now all we need is a blizzard to snow us in for a couple of weeks. Even the telephone's dead.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, I guess when we don't show up, they'll send out the ski patrol to look for us.
Oh, they will?
Sure, but they might have trouble finding us. I better hang this lantern up outside somewhere.
Oh. Did you hang up that lantern?
Mm-hmm. Kick off your shoe.
What?
Then your pants.
My pants?
Roll them up. I'm worried about your knee.
I can't. They're too tight.
I'll take care of that. Which one is it?
The left one. But you don't have to look at it if you just leave it alone. Oh, my pants. What are you doing? Oh, you can't do this.
Pretty bad. It looks inflamed.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Does it hurt when I bend it?
No, no, no.
Well, it needs a little workout. You can't let these things tighten up. They feel a lot worse the next day. This is just what the doctor wants. Feel a lot better in a few minutes. There, how does that feel?
Oh, it's fine.
All right. Walk on it.
Oh.
Then you're ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Why couldn't that patrol have started an hour ago?
But they're waiting to see if they'd hear from them.
I knew something like this had happened.
Oh, don't worry, Miss Dawn. They're both excellent skiers. If one of them was hurt, they'd probably make their way to a ski hut and stay there until we found them.
There you are. They're sitting pretty. We got nothing to worry about. Hey, suppose they have to stay in a ski hut all night. That'd be terrible. Karen would be compromised, and I'm engaged to her. Think of my position.
I am thinking, and it isn't of your position.
Come on, get going, get going. This might turn into a calamity any minute.
I guess the ski patrol must be lost. What are you going to do?
I'm going to fix a bed for myself. If you think I'm going to sleep outside and freeze to death, you're crazy.
Oh, I didn't want you to. I'll fix the bed for you.
I'll fix it. You fix your own. That's close enough.
But it's going to be cold when that fire goes out.
Here's another blanket. Will you stop?
I was just going to tuck you in.
I don't want to be tucked in.
Well, don't you want to kiss me goodnight?
Maybe I better sleep outside. It's safer.
No. I'll go to bed. Good night.
Good night.
you think it's funny, huh?
You wouldn't have fun like this if you married someone else. She'll be awfully angry when we get back, won't she? Well, if she's mad enough, she won't marry you. Pretty, isn't it?
You sure have a swell ear for music.
Isn't that the way it goes?
This way.
And even though it's snowing, violets are growing. I know why, and so do you. Why do breezes sigh every evening, whispering your name as they do?
And why have I the feeling stars are on my ceiling? I know why, and so...
Say, not bad.
Not good.
When you smile at me, I hear gypsy violins.
When you dance with me, I'm in heaven.
When the music begins, I can see the sun when it's raining, hiding every cloud from my view.
And why do I see rainbows when you're in my arms? I know why.
Well!
Yeah. Well.
Hello.
Hello.
You see, I told you they'd be all right, ma'am.
Maybe, but this looks suspicious to me. You better wait outside.
There wasn't anything to be worried about, Vivian. You see...
Clearly. I'm not snowblind.
We had an accident.
And it happened right on schedule, didn't it?
Well, I lost my skis going down the slope, and Karen started out to get me another pair and banged herself all up.
Gee, honey, does it hurt? It looks like...
Oh, no. See, it's all right.
Oh, she's just trying to be brave. Poor kid. She can hardly stand on
So I noticed.
I guess everything's all right as long as Karen isn't compromised.
Sure, sure.
But I am.
What?
Karen, you don't know what you're saying.
Oh, yes, I do. If I don't know what happened, who does?
Well, I'm quite certain I do. I've seen through your little scheme to involve Ted ever since you followed him here. But I let you get away with it because I thought Ted would see through it, too.
Vivian, listen.
I've listened to all I'm going to, and I've put up with all I'm going to from that Scandinavian hillbilly.
Hillbilly?
Either you send her back to wherever she came from, or we're through. And that means you're through at Sun Valley. And so is your band.
Now, Vivian, wait a minute.
What's the idea of dragging the band in? This is strictly between you and me.
Well, I'm waiting for your answer.
Come on, Ted, do something about it. Karen, you get your things. You're going back to Norway.
Well?
Vivian, if my being up here has caused you trouble, I'm very sorry, but it's better we get this thing straightened out right now, so let's be frank.
I will. There's a train out of here at 11:40 for New York. And tomorrow night, when you and your band are a sensational flop, my only regret will be that I'm not here to see it. Goodbye. Oh!
Well, what happens now?
Let her go. Who does she think she is telling us we're through at Sun Valley without her and making all those cracks about Karen, too? We'll put on a bigger show than that dame ever... Say, whose side of this argument am I on, anyhow?
Don't bother me. Right now, I've got a little unfinished business with the young lady I'm going to marry.
I knew this would happen.
Now, isn't that sweet? There's nothing like romance. In the spring... Say, what am I saying? She's my girl.
Say, did you ever dance the kiss polka? You can steal a kiss to this polka. She'll be shy when first you try. And my, she'll say yup and yippity you. She'll always do the kiss polka when there is a lovely moon above. It's fun when the one you love.
It's gay, it's exciting, it's something different under the sun. Sun Valley, the most talked about, read about playground and sports paradise in America, is the locale of a spectacular musical comedy drama, Sun Valley Serenade, starring Sonja Henie, so radiant, so beautiful, So romantic with John Payne. Plus that favorite musical aggregation of sweet and swing music, Glenn Miller and his orchestra, Milton Berle, Lynn Bari, Joan Davis, and the Nicholas Brothers.
Now, what would you do up in Sun Valley where the temperature's 106 below zero and the snow's up to your neck?
Snow? Is it like that?
Every day, except when there's a blizzard, then it's worse.
It happened in Sun Valley not so very long ago.
Pardon me, boy, is that the Chattanooga choo-choo? Yes, yes, track 29. Boy, you can give me a shine.